Yo MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 23 Road to MotoGP. We're heading for the Jerez test where we have to decide which area we will develop. I was talking about control fuel delivery, but that isn't the one which will increase our acceleration. So I'm not sure on which area we will focus on, so I will choose for the electronics development. Maybe it has to do something with that. So with the Spec A and the Spec B, the Spec A is the manufacturer things they want to improve, and Spec B is the things I want to improve. So we will head out with the Spec B first, and later on we will see how the Spec A will handle. And right now the Spec B is okayish. I'm not feeling that much of an improvement compared to how the bike is already handling and accelerating and things like that. So we set a time of 1:39, which is a bit slow. Now we're on the Spec A, which feels a lot faster. It has more engine power and better handling. And I already can feel the difference. So he's at a fast lap of 1:38.3. In the end, the Spec A was the fastest. We did a fast lap on Spec B with a difference of 2/10. But I prefer the Spec A. So I think I'll be choosing for the Spec A. In the next screen, you can see the difference between those two. And the Spec A is just feeling much more better. Our next challenger, the KTM factory racing rider, Jack Miller, the Australian. And we will have to beat him in the upcoming 3 Grand Prix, which will be France, Italy and Germany. We have to beat him in the standings. We head for France, where it's raining again in the sprint race, so wish me luck. Yet again, another wet sprint race, but we will do our best. See you back at the qualifying results.
That concludes the first official MotoGP qualifying practice. You can see the 2 riders who took the last 2 places available for Q2 on your screen.
So finished in Q1, didn't manage to go through to Q2. We will start in P16 for the sprint race. So wet sprint race, we have 10 red lights, we rev the engine up. And hopefully we can get a good sprint race. We have a lot of wheel spin. And we lose so much positions, putting us all the way back in last position P24 as we bump into Di Antonio while we are braking for turn number 3. Everybody's going very slow, searching for grip with their rear tire. And we have to be careful here. But we are rapidly climbing the positions. As we go wide in turn 7. But everyone is struggling, everyone is looking for some grip. As we have Binder in front of us. Can we take the inside line? No, we back out of it. Careful to go wide, careful on the curbs, as the curbs can be very slippery. And Binder has a bad drive coming out of the turn, as well as his Bezecchi, who also had a big spin on his rear tire as we cut the chicane, but no track limit warning, however. Heading into turn 13 and turn 14, which are very difficult corners to take. We have Binder on the outside. Look at the drive coming out of that turn as Alex Marquez is going very slow. We let Binder through, but we have the inside line going into turn 3. Ooh, careful here. Bump into Binder. Hernandez is looking for grip with his rear tire, but he doesn't seem to find the grip as we take the inside line and we take over P11. Remember, it's a sprint race, only the top 9 will receive some points. Oh, Miller's go very slow. There's the inside line. But we have a better acceleration coming out of the corner. And there's a crash in front of us. When Yaya Bastianini is lying on the track. And I think it's Quartararo who crashed out. Not sure what happened over there, but we just right over Bastianini. Luckily he hasn't got a hitbox, or else this could be very dramatic. But the race continues. Viales takes the P1 and Jorge Martin P2 and Franco Morbidelli on the podium for the sprint race here in France, doing an excellent job as it was Espargaro went very slow and someone crashed right behind us and Binder just rocket blasted right past us. But Morbidelli is doing an excellent job, outscoring his teammate in almost every race, as he is going very slow. Sometimes it looks like the AI is riding on slick rear tires, as they can't seem to find the grip when accelerating or when heading into top speed. Well, we have much better grip. We have Marquez on the inside, very strong here as well. You go wide on the green, have to be very careful as the green can be slippery as well. Now we have Binder going very slow. Ooh, we have the inside line, he bumps into us as we overtake him in a beautiful move. This could be a potential podium for us, as we still have I would say 2.5 laps to go, 2 laps to go, as we are finishing our third lap. So we have 2 more laps to go and we are on P4 as Marquez is going very slow, not finding any speed, and Rins is also going very slow. But Rins doing an excellent job here in P2. But look at that rear tire, he just can't seem to find the grip. Maybe he's using too much throttle coming out of that corner. Or he has too much, his traction control is too low. I've put it on 5 as I don't want to lose grip while accelerating, especially here in the wet. But as of now we are in P2 with only Jorge Martin in front of us. So we have a potential sprint race win yet again as we go wide into turn 8 on the green. Luckily we didn't slide out, but this could be a potential sprint race win as Martin is going very slow. Just look at his rear tire. We just can't seem to find the grip as we bump into him, which leaves Joan Mir taking us over, taking the lead from Martin. And we drop down into P3. With Martin on the outside, we take the inside line. Go into turn 13 and 14. Have to be careful here. Those curbs are very slippery. But we're back in P2. Mir is going slow. Losing grip, and we take the lead for the race in the final lap. We go wide into turn 3 or turn 4. That's our first track limit warning. But we are already creating a gap of 2.8 seconds. So I'm not sure what the AI is doing here in the wet race. They can't seem to find grip while accelerating out of corners. Maybe their traction control is too low, but we are heading for the sprint race win here in France. We had a bad qualifying, but we make up for it in the sprint race. We win the France sprint race.
While the riders enjoy a well-deserved lap of honour, let's take a look at the final results of this race.
So great job, scoring 12 points in the championship. Jack Miller finishing on P17, not scoring any points. Our teammate not scoring any points as well, but I'm getting used to it. Ruudmeijer, I'm not fond of my teammate as he is not performing well. We just took over P2 in the standings. Let's head out for the race. Okay, 10 red lights. We have a dry race here in France. And the race is underway. And we have another bad start. Everybody pushing and pulling into turn 3. Be careful. Oh, it's a kernel cut. No track limit, however. Inside line of Rins. Beautiful executed move from us. And now into turn 7. We're in the points, P14. We have Alex Marquez in front of us, but Rins is not done with us yet. We close the door for him in turn 8. But there was a daring move from Rins. Heartbreaking for the chicane. Turn 9 and turn 10. Oh, there comes Rins again. He tried the overtake, but he backed out of it. And now we into 13 and 14, which are very hard, or which I find very hard to predict where to turn in. Have to be careful here. Hard braking. Marquez blocking us off. Take the inside line. No, we back out of it and we go wide. And we are stuck behind Alex Marquez. Ooh, we go hot into turn 8. Taking the lap penalty stroke, while Martin takes over for P16. We take the inside line of Martin going into turn 9 and 10, and we just undid our mistake. But we are still behind Marquez. We're not still, yeah, it's the other Marquez, it's his brother actually. We were behind Alex Marquez. That's our first track limit warning. And we didn't undid our mistake as we dropped down to P16 while we were riding in P14 before we made the mistake. So we dropped down 2 positions, we bump into Marquez. Sorry about that. He's blocking us off, taking a very defensive line. Here as well. Have to be careful. It's a very difficult track to execute an overtake. So, can we try it over here? No. Oh, and there comes Martin on the inside. Great move by the Spaniard. Taking the inside line as we went far too slow into turn 8. Can we take it back? Ooh, we try. We go on the green. That should have been a track limit warning, but we don't get one. But Martin isn't done yet. He's still at our rear wheel, pushing us into a mistake. Oh, go a bit wide. There comes Martin again. Bumps us wide. Helping on the curbs. That's something I want to see improved in MotoGP 24. The curbs. On much of the curbs you lose traction. You're going so darn slow. Well, in real life they mostly use the curbs when coming out of a bend. So they need to fix the grip levels of the curbs, the curbstones. Taking a much better line this time. We're losing Marquez out of sight as we go wide again into turn 8, and Martin is back on the inside. Having a much greater, better line with much better traction. Well, we have a sprint duo going into turn 9 and 10, but we have to let Martin go. And Mazecki is also joining the fight, letting us know he's right behind us. But we are dropping down the positions rapidly as we go wide. Oh! And we lost the back end of our bike, and this isn't helping at all. We are in P24 with just 4 laps to go. So this is bad news as we take another track limit warning, and I think we just messed up our race. All the way back into P23. Just 3.5 laps to go. So in the final lap, and still in P23. This is just not our day. Did an excellent jump in the sprint race, but the main race, we just messed it up. So P23 for the main race here in France.
Enjoying their lap of honour, soaking up the crowd's applause. Let's take the opportunity to have a look at the MotoGP final classification together.
Yeah, our teammate not scoring any points. That is no surprise. but we aren't scoring any points. Also, we dropped down to P4 in the Riders' Championship. So I'm aiming for a P2 or P3 at the end of the season. Moyaya is looking, Bastianini is looking way too strong, as he has a lead of 120 points. Disappointment in the main race. While we did an excellent jump in the sprint race, winning the sprint race. Morbidelli being angry with us. Not sure why. He wants to challenge us for Mugello. Martin is also very angry. Saying something about bumper cars while he was the one bumping us. So I'm not sure why he's angry at us. He should be angry on himself. But yeah, that was France. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did so, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. And I'll be seeing you back for one of my favorite tracks in Mugello, Italy. See ya!